Hello everybody, Jody here with JI Colorist. I am back today to share with you all of the purchases and gifts I have picked up or received in the last couple of months. So I don't plan on having a haul video for a number of months into the future. So this was my birthday month here in April. I'm excited to share with you what I was gifted and also what I have picked up in the last little while, since I have done a little bit of spending of some of the ad revenue that I receive on YouTube. So thank you very much to anyone who watches my video and lets the ads play once in a while. I really do appreciate it. And here are what we have going for us. I think we're going to start with books this time. And so let me get organized and I'll bring out the stack of books. Okay, wow, I am ready with the books and I actually have 10 to share with you. So I am going to bring them out. I'll let you know where I bought them from. We're going to start off with this one here and I'll actually raise the camera up. So just a second. Okay, that should work for now. This is a pocket-sized Coloring Heaven. I do have a flip through on my channel. This is a 32 cute and quirky designs by Hannah Carlson, and I did purchase this directly from Anthem Publishing and had it shipped to me here. So this is a UK publishing magazine, and it's I'm sure you're all familiar with it, but if you haven't seen it before, there is a flip through on my channel. The next two books I have are items that I purchased from an Etsy store, and these are Japanese books. So this is the first one, and I don't think I've shared this yet before, but this is Domens and its World Fairy Tales. And I know already completed a page in here that I did share, but which was this Wizard of Oz page done in March, but I do not believe I included this in my haul video. So this is a beautiful book. It's been around for a number of years. If you want to see a flip through of any of the books, again, just let me know and I'll be happy to do one. But I'm pretty sure that this one has been done before. I first saw it. It was published in 2019, so it's an older book. And I first saw it on the lovely channel Jojo Zahana, and I really enjoyed what she did, and we actually have a buddy color set up in this book soon, so happy about that. The other book that I picked up from Etsy was this Eerie book. It's her new one. It's called Magical Country Loramia, and it is all about this little girl who is visiting a magical town, and there are a bunch of flip throughs on this book already. I love Eerie. She's one of my favorite illustrators, so this was a must buy for me. Now we're going to get on to a couple of books that I received for my birthday from my family. So this is called the Regency Coloring Book. It is a supersized book. In fact, it is a full, basically 30 centimeters or 12 inches. By 8 1/4 or 8 1/2. So it's a large size book, and it was given to me by my sister, and she picked it up when she was in London, England. So it was published by Michael O'Mara Books in 2021. And what's interesting about this book is it has pictures on the one side, and on the other side it talks about what the picture is like. So this is Prince George Augusta Frederick and his when he was part of the regents, and so there's a little bit of history on this page about what the picture is depicting. So I thought that was pretty cool to have. So just a whole bunch of different things from London and England, and the different items and different things about the Regency era. So if you would like a flip through of this book, again, it was purchased directly in the UK, in London, England itself. So I'm not sure how readily available it is, but a beautiful book, and I'm pretty excited. I love Regency romance and Regency era. I follow the royals. So yeah, so this is a special meaning, and I really appreciate my sister thinking of me when she was traveling abroad. And speaking of traveling, my second sister also bought me a book when she was traveling. She was recently in Mexico for a family wedding, and she picked me up this book here, and this is actually illustrated by Marty Noble, and it's published by Dover. So this is actually my first Dover publication book and my first Marty Noble book, so I thought that was kind of cool. It was kind of a blind buy for her because it was wrapped in cellophane, so she couldn't actually open it to pre-look at it, but very, very pretty pages, lots of interesting things. And like I said, I've never had a Marty Noble book. I certainly know of him, but I've never colored any of his illustrations, so I'm looking forward to trying that out. And if you would like, I can do a flip through of this book after I Google translate everything, because obviously it is in Spanish. All right. And the last book that I received as a gift was from my son, and he got me Daria Song's The Time Garden, and he actually snuck into my coloring room here and looked on my bookshelf to make sure that I didn't have this book. I have Time Chamber, but I do not have this one, so I really appreciate the time and effort he took to finding me a book that I didn't already own. This is a lovely book that continues on the story of this little girl, and so there's huge double-page spreads in this book, really nice paper. So I know a lot of people have this book out there, so I'm hoping to get to coloring into this book next few months. And if you have the book yourself, let me know, and maybe we can buddy up. The next two books, I was totally influenced by the UK YouTuber Coloring with Kay. This is the Pictura book, Aleska Biscoff's Monster Party. She has this on her channel, and she's been coloring in, and it looks just so adorable. It's one of the ones that is an accordion style book, and so it's all one long, super long coloring page that there are stuff on the other side, but you can kind of ignore them if you don't want to do the little activities and you just want to color it. So you could use really any kind of medium. So I may use a whole host of things on here, but quite excited. And when I was looking at the Pictura ones, I decided to look, there was a few others. So this one is called Monster Party, and this one is called Aurelian, and it's by Ian Andrews. Again, it's by Pictura, and again, it folds out, and you kind of start, and this one is all about butterflies, moths, and foliage, so flowers and such. So yeah, so there were a number of them available, and I just picked two that I thought I would be most interested in coloring. So yeah, so that is the one called Aurelian, and it's by Ian Andrews, and then this one was called Monster Party. So those are I've never had these ones kind before that fold out like this. It's a nice size, so I'll just let you know the size of it is, get my ruler going the right way, it's 9.5 by 7, just under 7, and then it's probably even a tiny bit smaller. Yeah, it's 7 inches by 9 inches when you actually look at the coloring page itself, because the book cover kind of is a little bit larger. But yeah, really excited about this, and happy to try out something. So thank you, Coloring with Kay. The next two books are ones that I purchased from Walmart in the US, and I ordered these online and had them shipped direct to my house, so I didn't even have to go in search of them, which was great. So this is Tiny World's Pocket Pets, and it is by Alex Oxton, and I was suggested to get this book by Sherry Denowitz, who has all the other, and also Jana from Color & Create with Jana. They both have this book already, and so we are doing some buddy colors in this book, and we are continuing our buddy colors, and we have now, I think, 4 different Tiny World books. So we're kind of working our way through each book and picking a page out of them. So you will see this book colored in the April completed pages. And the last book I purchased was the Mythographic Artist Vault, and it is a hardback book. There's tons of flip through there, so I won't go through it a whole bunch. It is a gorgeous book. The pages are not perforated, which I actually prefer. It is sewn bound. It has each page has the illustrator on the corresponding page here. So this one is by Fabio Atanasio. This one's done by Joseph Kadambang. Most of these have not been released, but there are a few pages apparently that have already been released in other books. So I'm happy to have this. It's a beautiful book. I probably will end up taking the available only in Walmart sticker off. But for now, I did try and get this at Walmart Canada, but they don't actually carry it. It wasn't available to order online either. So I just waited until I was visiting my sister in the US and picked it up there. So happy to have this book. And those are the 10 books that I have. Let me clear off my desk and we will start looking at all the supplies I bought. So I guess I'm going to do this kind of by where I purchased things. And so I'm just going to show you, I picked up another, I think this is 200 individual slots for a pencil case, because I do have pencils and pens that need homes, and I do like to keep them in cases. So I actually bought this a while ago, and it was sitting at my sister's house waiting for me to have room in my suitcase to bring home. So I was able to bring it home this time. And so this is just another pencil case, and I purchased this from Amazon. Other couple items I purchased from Amazon is I picked up some more of these gel highlighters, and I picked up 2 sets of them, and these are by Mr. Pen. So I'll just, this one, I'll show you here. Take them out of the package so it's not such a glare. And these are gel or Bible highlighters is what they're kind of called. And I'll show you an example of where I've used them in a recent page. So this is a page that I haven't finished yet, but it's a page I'm working on. And this blue here is the doghouse blue, and this brown is the fence. And so I do it right on top of the page. They're clear because it's a highlighter. So they're translucent, I should say, not clear, but translucent. So the pigment goes down. I just rub it with either, I was on holiday, so I just used my finger to smear it up a little bit, but it goes on really, really smooth. Grab a piece of paper. And just to show you. So it goes on a lot easier than even gelatos. And you can, so I was turned on to these or introduced to these by Doodle Robot a while ago. And there are all kinds of different brands, so you don't need to get the most expensive one, but these were very much inexpensive, and these were from Amazon. So this set is a kind of a Mirandy colored set, and then this set here came in a tin or a cardboard box, which I kind of really liked. Again, these ones were Mr. Pen, and they had more of a pastel large selection of them, and for a decent price. So these were all the colors that came in with them, and I can certainly do a swatch of them should you want to, but really they kind of are basically the same color as they look. So I'll also show you what another page in the same book that I'm working on. So right here, these pages of the rabbits, I used the pink, the 2 different pinks on the pillows in the background there. And so it adds a really nice, and once they're dry, you can feel that there's something on the page, but they're not sticky. They don't rub off onto the second page once they're dry. So I just leave it open for, overnight, and then it's dry. They do dry quicker than, or about the same as a gelato would. Yeah. So I use them as backgrounds, but I also like just coloring with them on actual items that you want to be kind of soft and translucent. So yeah, so those are 2 more sets. And like I said, I bought this one. It has some of the similar colors that I already have, but they came in this tin here, or this container, so I thought that was a good fit. So that's the gel highlighters. So these are the swatches here for the latest Mr. Pen gel highlighters. So I had already had this ones before, so these are just a deeper color, so I think that they are great additions to my sets. And then I will show you this set here, and I'm going to, so I already had some Yisen gel highlighters as well. So I had this set and this set before, so I've just added some extra to my set. So I will swatch these, the ones out down below. I'm labeling this the Mr. Pen landscape tin, and this is the one that came in this container. These are, a lot of them are the same as the Yisen gel highlighters, so I'm going to pass these on to somebody else so that they can use them as well. Really smooth and creamy, like lipstick, really. 16 different ones that came in this one set. That yeah, so really happy. I do like both the Yisen gel brand and the Mr. Pen. I think I have totally enough highlighters now to make my background coloring work, but those are the colors, and I really do think that they are nice. All right, let's move on to something else. Continuing with things I purchased from Amazon, I purchased the special edition Pen 68. They are the Stabilo fine liners, and these are in pastel shades. And I already had the other Stabilo ones, but I didn't have these ones. So I'll just show you the size of the tip. So it's the thicker felt tip, and they're called Pen 68. These are the colors, and I will quickly show you the swatch of them. So I bought these ones to go along with my Stabilo 68 that I had. I bought the 20 set previously. So I don't have a lot of fine liners, but I do like the nib on them. So when I saw that they had a pastel set, I don't have a lot of pastel colors. So I'll quickly go ahead and swatch these out, show you them all. So I'll do this off camera or speed through this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so these are the additional colors that I now can have with these colors. So they are more of a muted shade for sure than these brighter ones over here, and I think that they will be a great addition to that. So there were 12 in this set. They are fiber tip pens, and they have a 1mm nib. So it's a fine liner, but they're not super fine, which I appreciate. So that is that, and I may put these into a pencil case now that I have a number of them, and I can, because this case was great, but it only fits the ones that came in it, so I will have to put them together in another location. All right, that was the Stabilo 68 fine liners. Okay, two next items. I will take them out of the package. I got from this one free gloss. It is 6 bookmarks, and they all have different owls on them. And so this is cross stitch. It comes with the whole kit, and I'll just got these from Amazon Canada. So you get the pre-printed bookmark, and then you also get some felt that has adhesive on this side, so you can, after you're done the cross stitch, you can put this on the back so you're no longer seeing all your messy stitching, and it'll be a nice bookmark. And I think that this will be maybe something I do this year to fill in some time and not have a huge cross stitch, but do a smaller cross stitch and give away as Christmas gifts. That's my idea. Anyways, I like to always give a gift that I either made or is consumable. And so here's all the other items that come in the book. You get all of your floss, some needles, I guess a needle minder, similar to a cover minder. And so These are the owls. And this one. This says, "I will always love you." This has a book. And then there's 3 owls. So yeah, so there were 6 total, plus the one I showed you. So this one was the other one. So yeah, quite excited about that, and certainly have lots of floss. So Moses, I do like getting things in kits because then everything that you need is provided in the kit. So that one came from the Amazon Canada. This one came from Amazon US. And let me just get it out of the packaging. Again, all your floss. And these ones were different scenes. So there's this one. It's kind of palm trees. This one's a lighthouse. This one is kind of like a starry night. And then this one is a bridge and some trees. So yeah, so just a variety of different bookmarks. And I thought that they didn't have a lot of sayings and stuff on them. That wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for something that would just be a nice picture that somebody would like and wouldn't mind. So those were the non-coloring related but still craft related purchases that I wanted to share. So now that you've seen those craft related items, you'll probably understand why I bought these things. So I bought 2 different sizes of these Blick plastic zippered kind of like craft pouch bags, and I really like these, so I bought a large size one for, I'm working on a cross stitch of Winnie the Pooh, so it's quite large, and so when I fold it up and I'm able to have all of my items for that one project in one bag, and I can keep everything together and I can just pick it up and go. So these were super reasonable and affordable, and they're really durable. I've used them lots for different ones, so I picked up a couple of extra sizes of those. I have one other item that I bought from Amazon, and that is the finally Amazon US was able to get the next version of the Staedtler pigment pens. So they originally came out with 36, and then end of last year they came out with the new 24 colors. I saw this first on Coloring Chemist YouTube channel, and she made sure that we knew that when you're looking for the new colors, it's in a 24 box, and it has the blue picture here, which is Delft blue. There is another 24 box that has, I believe, a red one, and that is the original part of the original 36. They come in a bunch of different size boxes. So I had already done the 36, which was the largest size before. I just wanted the new 24 colors, so I bought this one here. So these are the 24 pigment brush pens. They have the multi-ink. I did go ahead and I took them out of the packaging so that I could get them in my suitcase without having a big cardboard box in there. So this is what the colors look like. I will grab the swatch book and show you the swatches. I was very excited to be able to pick these up. So I am going to go ahead and merge this set with my original 36. I thought I would bring you back and show you the completed swatch page so you can see all of these beautiful colors added to them. So these are pigment ink. They are similar to Faber-Castell Pitt pens, and I use them a lot on this channel, so I know you've seen me use them before, but yeah, really happy to have these new colors. So thankful to Coloring Chemist for bringing it to our attention that there were new colors. She is quite the enabler, her channel, so thank you again to Connie, and I will show you the completed swatch right now. All right, as promised, here is the full set of Staedtler pigment pens swatched. I went ahead and put them in this pencil roll that I received. So here they are, all somewhat in order, and with the two blacks at the end. So I'm not sure if they'll stay in here or not, but because it is quite tight to put them in, but maybe those straps will loosen up a bit. But regardless, this is how they are looking, and I now have full set syndrome. So this is all of them. I did try and put them somewhat in order that I thought that worked. Like the maroon down here to me is quite a dark brown, so I put it with the browns. And yeah, so this is what they are, and they are a great addition to my Pitt pens. So I use them in combination or even just on their own. So that is the Staedtler pigment brush pens, and it is the full 60 set. All right, let's see what else. So on my actual birthday, while I was still in the US, I did take a drive and went to Blick Art Materials. So I'll put a picture of it. There is a Blick Art Materials in Las Vegas, which is where I went to visit my sister. And so this is the second size of the little craft bags that I picked up. So I picked up a large one, and then I picked up this size, and I found them very, very handy. I can fit a Lulu Mayo book in this, plus the pencils that I'm currently using or the markers I'm using, and zip it up to go, and just travel with whatever I need. So I really like those. It also will work great for the new cross stitch pieces I've picked up. I also went and I picked up a new, I'll take it out of the packaging, M&R. This is a brass 2-hole sharpener, and it is both for lead and colored pencils, and it's made in Germany. So it's the M&R sharpener, and it's I like the heavy brass, and I really like the blades of these German ones. So I do have the Alvin brass bullet, which is, I believe, made by the same person or the same company. So just wanted a higher quality pencil sharpener, so I picked that up. I also broke down and picked up the Caran d'Ache palette. Now I have been using my trusty kitchen cutting board mats for years. So previous to buying this, I have been using a cutting board, and you will see that on a lot of my videos. I'll be rubbing on the mat, and I'll pick up from a brush from the mat and then go to the page. Now there's nothing wrong with that, and you certainly don't need to spend the money and buy this, but I was at Blick and I did want to actually get a white one, which the Caran d'Ache one comes in white, and I find that I can actually see the color better when you're rubbing the color on here, and especially if you're going to be mixing like Neo Color 2s and stuff and getting them wet on the palette. I can mix on here, know what color I'm doing, and then bring it to the paper. This is what I've been using so far, which is just a kitchen cutting board, which, like I said, totally works. But when you're putting stuff on here, you're not really seeing what color it's going to be. So using something that's white or clear that you can actually then put on your paper so you can see the paper color underneath is really beneficial. So I just thought, okay, I've done the cheap method for long enough, and I have certainly gotten good use out of these mats, and I certainly won't be throwing them out. I'll still be using them, but I will plan on using, so you will start seeing the Caran d'Ache palette more often in my videos. So yes, I did break down and buy the palette. I also, these were on sale, and this is the Derwent drawing. So this is the 12th pack of the Derwent drawing, and I haven't even taken them out of the wrapping because I just wanted them to stay good while traveling. So there we go. These are the Derwent drawing pencils, and they're a thicker pencil, lots of core. I just got the 12 set. They did not have the larger 24 set, which is the largest set they have. I am very familiar with the Derwent Chinese White. This is my favorite white pencil. So I thought I really love earth tones, so this was a great little starter kit, and it was my birthday. It was on sale, so what the heck. In fact, this was $20.94, so for a 12 set, which when you think about it per pencil is still, you know, expensive, but it certainly isn't as expensive as it normally is for Derwent products. And that was from Blick. So that was my small haul from Blick. We got the pencils, the palette, that, and then a couple of craft bags. And that's what I bought myself for my birthday. All right, now let's take a look at some of the things I purchased in Calgary before I left. I went to my favorite art store here in Calgary, Canada, Calgary, Alberta, and I was super excited to find out that the art store actually carries open stock glaze pens. So these are the Sakura glaze pens. A lot of people use the black and the clear and all that. I really like this super light blue, and it's actually a turquoise. They do have color numbers, so this is 825, so I picked up a couple of those. I also picked up the True Red, which is 822, so just happy to get those. I did also pick up a Rembrandt Splenda blender pencil. This is specific to the Lyra Rembrandt line, so I wanted to try it out on my Lyra Polycolors, and so far I didn't notice a great deal of difference, so I'll just have to keep trying and testing that out. I also picked up, this was the Moonstruck Memos, and it is sticky notes. I have some from Stationery Pal, and they're a larger moon and some Mars and stuff. So these were just a smaller moon, and I thought it was cute. And it also came with some tags. I can always use tags while I'm doing my coloring. But yeah, so look forward to seeing the moon coming up in one of my completed pages. Also picked up 3 Copic Sketch or Copic Chow ink refresh bottles. I had a Copic Sketch in Prussian Blue that was super dried out, so I tried to revive it with new ink. That didn't work, so I finally just gave out, because sometimes sketch markers have problems. So I picked up a Chow in the B39 as a replacement, and I also picked up a sign pen, and this has the Fudenoski nib on it. It's a flexible plastic nib, and it is just in a different color called pale brown, and I have a few of these, and I like using them, so I picked it up. It was on sale. I always like to go to the sale rack. And then this was also 50% off. They had the dual hybrid metallic and this in silver, and I really enjoy the silver. I have purchased a whole 12 pack of the gold, but I didn't have really any extra silver, so these were on sale half price, so I got 3 sets of those. And those are what I purchased at my local art store, so I kind of like to pick up my open stock items there and a few odds and ends. They always have stuff on sale, so I kind of check that out when I can. And I'm always happy to meet up with fellow colorists in the community at that store. All right, let me show you what else I got. We're going to end this video with something pretty exciting, which is my first ever Happy gift. I reached out to a fellow colorist here on Instagram that is local to my area, and she met me for coffee. We met up, so big shout out to Ninja Mom. Hello, thank you so much for this lovely gift. I'll share with you. She said I was able to share. So we went together, myself, her, and one other colorist here in Canada, went in together to kind of share shipping on a Japan coloring book order. And so as a thank you, she gave me this lovely pencil wrap, which I may use for my fine liners, and also included a few extra things that she had at her house. So I'm pretty excited. So this is a lovely cat's pencil roll. In fact, let me zoom up a bit. So here's the pencil roll. I love how it's got the individual, and it also has the area down here to keep your pencils, so you put them in with the tip down so that your tips are secure in here and a little bit more well protected, and then it just rolls up. I'm sure you've seen a pencil roll, but I thought that was very, very sweet of her to gift that to me. She also had a couple of extra Derwent ink tints, so we've got pink, flamingo, and amethyst, and I believe these are some new colors. And then we've got some Lango gel pens. Now I do have a set of the Lango gel pens, however I did not get silver, white, or the gold, so this is pretty cool to have. And I'm going to grab a piece of paper. I'm going to grab my black Stillman and Byrne sketchbook, and we will start a new page. Now let's test these out. This is the silver, so they write very nice. So this is the silver, and this is the gold. And I'm doing this on black paper so it stands out a little bit more. Now let's try this white. That's not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. The gold is definitely more metallic than sparkle, which is nice. Very good. The other ones that she sent me were a couple extra sets. She had one called Color of Skin. So this is excellent. So we'll quickly do those ones. I have really been liking these gel pens. So let's just swatch these. Had them in the past, but certainly those are colors that I would use and run out of. Then we also got, she gave me the green pack, which I did have, so I'm not going to open this one yet, but I do have all of my Lango gel pens just standing upright in a little container here that's on my trolley. So really happy to add these. So I'm gonna put these three in here, and then I'll keep these three for separate so that I'm using up one set at a time. So I want to thank Ninja Mom very much for that very generous gift. I was so happy to be able to help each other out by sharing some shipping costs, and it certainly was a really nice thing to meet a fellow colorist and somebody who follows the channel here. So thank you so much for the generous gift, and thank you for even just the time and effort it took you to come and meet me for coffee. It was most enjoyable to finally put a face and a name to somebody you communicate with on Instagram. And I've done that a couple of times with other colorists I've met, both fellow YouTubers and subscribers. It's really a pleasure to meet people online and in person when it works out. So thank you again to Ninja Mom. So that's it for today. We had a lot of new supplies and, like I mentioned, 10 new coloring books. I now have over 100 books. I think about 112 books total that have not been fully completed with. I have finished 13 completed books, so probably if I did a complete collection, it would probably be closer to maybe 125 books right now. I've never done a complete book collection video series. If that is something that you'd be interested in, let me know in the comments below, and I can organize it somewhat and make it interesting, hopefully. If it's something you're not interested in seeing, I totally get that too. I want to produce videos here on the channel that are of interest to you, my fellow colorists, and I want to thank you for your time that you have spent with me here today. Until next time, I hope you have a blessed Easter. I hope you have a creative and colorful week, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and thank you very much for joining me today. Love to you all. Bye-bye.